Hey, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to the channel. And as you guys can see, I have the Pixel 6 and the Pixel 5a on deck just for reference here in this video. Sadly, your boy didn't get invited. Another year. But that's okay. That's okay. That's not the most important thing. But I do want to say shout out to all the Team Pixel members who are doing us a great service right now by dropping their videos and first impressions. And this is one of the things that I really love to do on YouTube and watch, is to watch everyone's first reaction to opening that box that they received from Google, housing the next Pixel device, and how their face expressions are, how they are fiddling around with the phone. It's such a great thing. And yeah, I'm the guy outside looking in, but it's such a great thing to see. So if you want to see an unboxing of the Sage Color Pixel 6a, check out Sneed Mobile Tech. He dropped an unboxing video. If you want to see the chalk colored version, then be on the lookout for Mike from B-Tech Reviews video, as he got that color variant. And if you're looking for the charcoal color, shout out to Tech Odyssey. He did an unboxing and the first impressions of his Pixel 6a. Now, there is a bit of controversy already. We're like already into it. We're one day into pre-orders, and already we're starting to hear some things. And it has to pertain to MKBHD. Look, people, this guy has been doing tech videos for years. But it does not mean that his words are gospel. It does not mean that they're etched on a tablet stone that are brought to you from the top of a mountain. Okay, it's his opinion. While some can get angry with him and say, oh, you know, he's turned into whatever fanboy you're going to label him as, just understand that man has his opinions. He's entitled to it. But just because he has an opinion doesn't mean that that's how it is. There is some time for it to tell the tale on just how well the Pixel 6a is going to be or not. Fortunately for me, it's going to be a little bit more longer, okay? I got finances that I got to take care of, so when I get it is when I get it. But I can tell you this, though. So far, my guesstimations on things is that it's not going to be anything too different from the Pixel 6. Yes, the camera department, you may see some differences. But see, that was the things that made the A-series devices so great, is that if you picked up an A-series device, there really wasn't much of knowing a difference between that and a flagship Pixel. The Android optimization on both is near identical. So the experience is nearly the same. The only time that you would really even know that it's an A-series device, if you were to blind test it, is that subtle things like wireless charging on the Pixel 6 is not on the Pixel 5a, right? The 50 megapixel camera sensor is not on the Pixel 6a. It's not on the Pixel 5a, okay? You're talking about a more premium material being used, not on the A series, but definitely going to be on the flagship. So it's those little minor things, wireless charging. It's going to be those minor things that separates the A series from the flagship, but nothing drastically different. And I say this wholeheartedly because lately I've picked up a couple of devices because I really wanted to kind of just give OnePlus a chance. And I have the N10 5G and the N200 5G. And I went into those things with the wrong expectations, right? I'm human, so I'm going to make the same mistakes as everybody else out there does. And my assumptions were like, hey, the A-series devices from Google is pretty good. So I'm probably going to get a pretty decent experience with the N200 and the N10. And while the experience is semi-good, there are huge drastic gaps in between a OnePlus 9, a OnePlus 10, and then the N200 and the N10 and the N20. And I played around with the N20 to know. So you are going to see drastic differences there. So other OEMs really don't kind of go in that same route as Google does, where they're trying to make basically a phone that gives you the experiences that this phone would give you at a much cheaper price by sacrificing things that are worth sacrificing for the greater good. That is the Google Pixel A series. That is what it is in a nutshell. That's all it's ever going to be. And every year as things grow and things are implemented into the flagships, then the same things that were in flagships maybe 2, 3, 4 years ago are going to be implemented into the A series. But those are like features on the sideline type stuff. The experience, the full Android experience, the Pixel experience is no different between these two, regardless of pricing. It is not. slight speed difference, right? When you're talking about something that has 12 gigs of RAM versus 8 gigs of RAM versus 6 gigs of RAM, of course, you're going to see a little bit of a difference there, slightly as far as RAM management and things like that, but nothing drastically different where you're going to look at this and say, oh, it stutters, oh, this, that, and the third. No, not happening with the A series. Also, the fact is, a lot of people are really hyping up 120 hertz refresh, 90 hertz refresh. Look, I get it. Smooth display, you get your rocks off. Hey, it is what it is, right? You know, you can't stop a geek from nutting. That's just how it goes. So, yes, while I understand people's love and preference for 120 hertz refresh rate for the display, for me, it is not a deal breaker. For me, it's not going to kill my experience. We've been using 60 hertz refresh rate devices for a long time now. And I know there is a placebo, well, not really a placebo effect, but there is a actual difference when you go from 120 hertz down to 60 hertz. Yes, you are going to see a difference. It may create a placebo effect to you thinking that something is slower, stuttery, janky, or anything like that. And it could be further from that. It's just your eyes have been conditioned to deal with 120 hertz refresh. That 60 hertz refresh is going to seem slower. But that doesn't mean it is slower or choppy or laggy or just downright bollocks. It is just slower, refresh rate wise. That's what it is. I think we have allowed ourselves to allow these little things to be the thing that kind of like we nitpick at. And because we're nitpicking at a lot of things, we don't even realize when we're doing that. So while some people are like, oh, I don't know if I should get this phone now because MKBHD didn't give it a favorable review. Forget what that man said, okay? You can hang on his nuts and swing back and forth if you want to. That's entirely up to you. But I'm going to tell it to you like it is. He has his opinion. He's entitled to it. I have an opinion. I'm entitled to it. The rest of the world has an opinion. They're entitled to it. If you were wanting to get the Pixel 6a because you did not want to spend $599 for the Pixel 6 or higher, but you did want to get the latest Tensor chip from Google to try it out, then the 6a is a no-brainer. It has the same sensors as my 5A. Those two sensors right there. It has the same sensors. Okay, it's got a different design because it's adopting Google's quirky camera bar design, but it has those two camera sensors. So if you've taken photos with the Pixel 5a, the 4a 5G, the 5, the 4a, the 4XL, the 4, you are going to have a decent time with this. Also, right now, pre-orders are available. If you haven't pre-ordered it, go for it. Right now, if you have a 4A, a 4A 5G, a 5, or a 5A in perfect or near perfect condition, and you want to trade it in at store.google.com, you will get $300 off the Pixel 6a. That makes the phone $149. Google Fi has it on their 2-year subscription. So if you sign up for their 2-year subscription for the Pixel 6a, and you make your monthly payments, you're saving $209 off the sticker price of the Pixel 6a. And then Best Buy and other places are going to have promotions, so be on the lookout for those. If you order them, you'll get the Pixel Buds A free. Why not? I mean, the Pixel Buds A are pretty dope too as well. So yeah, this is just my rant on the Pixel 6a. I wish I had the phone, honestly, and being real serious now. I really wish that I did have the phone. Not that I was in Team Pixel, but just that I had the phone now to unbox and show you guys and to talk about it with you guys. I really do want to kind of give you guys an in-depth sight about this because I see the nitpickiness and people picking on the phone. I really want to just kind of like see it for myself. Unfortunately, it's going to be some time before I get it. So just keep an eye on the channel. You never know when it might drop in my possession and when I'll start to, when I unbox it. And when I do, then you guys will get my impressions on it. And take it from a guy who's a Pixel fan. Call me a fanboy, call me whatever you want. I really don't care. But Google Pixels is where it's at. And I think the Pixel 6a is definitely going to take it this year. Thanks so much for watching my video. Sorry I didn't have the phone in hand to show you guys. And I'll talk to you on the next one. Thanks for watching. And as always, aloha.